Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. The shock? Is this normal? I have had the big bomb drop on me this past Monday. Prior to that, I was traumatized by 4 of these D-days. This person, as I can't call him a husband anymore, makes me sick to say, lied to my face multiple times, had sex with me during his full-blown PA, fell in love with someone else, and emotionally abused me for far too long than I would like to admit. And so I am here, in a place I never thought I would be. We were happy prior to him disengaging and losing the spark, as he likes to say. Figuratively, I have been cut open, stabbed, and burned. Everyone is shocked by his behavior. Because of this, I am always curious if I am on a normal trajectory or if I am going to be totally fucked up for life over this. So I have a few questions. Is it normal not to eat or sleep for days? Like I'll take a bite and throw up. I can only drink coffee, I think it's the warmth. Is it normal to not be able to get out of bed? To research things incessantly? To feel like everything is in a fog and forget certain things? Is it normal for the cheater to want closure and say things to his family as I will never see her again? I feel horrible. She won't let me come back to the house or take my phone calls. Is it normal for the cheater to be vacant when I look in his face? Is this the affair fog? Is it normal for them to say hateful things like I just don't love you, we are too different. I shouldn't have married you. I didn't take our vows seriously. You're just not the one for me. His mom told me he perseveres on my desire to travel as a reason for the demise of our marriage. WTF. I've gone NC. Blocked his number. Told him to take a hike until I'm out of the house. Told him to only contact me via my sister. I outed this affair to my family and his. His family has cried with me, but ultimately blood is blood. I am taking all the furniture, decor, TVs, and kitchen stuff as it's practically all mine. He will come home to a mattress on the floor and a sectional in the living room. I am also taking the dog and cat. I am going to counseling. I feel like I'm good to be this way forever and I will have to be admitted. Here are some of the best comments from our community. I'm so sorry you are going through this, and I think any BS could have written your post. I know I could have written it, but I'm almost 3 months out and still have all the feels you mention. I've heard it gets better, but I'm still waiting. Hang in there and know you aren't alone in this horrible journey. So sorry that this has happened to you, and yes, all you are going through is common. I lived on diet shakes for weeks as I couldn't eat. I promise you that it does get better in time. That's so horrible. There is no normal for the pain you endure. There's a song that makes me think of this. Better in time. Leona Lewis. Very cathartic. Another cheating story. X, 27M, expecting a baby with girl, 19F, he cheated on me, 27F, with I'll start this off by saying I'm not even sure why I'm posting this, but I just feel a big need to vent. I left my ex last June after finding out about one more girl, out of several girls, he cheated on me with. A mutual friend of ours disclosed to me he had been sexting with another mutual friend for well over a year. Ashamed to say I didn't even leave there and then, but told him I was going to stay at my mom's for a few weeks to have space and think about things. In those few weeks, he wasted absolutely no time at all and started sleeping with the then 18-year-old secretary from his work, cliché I know. I found her stuff in our flat, pictures and videos of them being intimate, etc. I properly broke up with him then, but I did consider it cheating as I had not yet left him and was thinking things through. There was a really horrible period of a few weeks where I was waiting to move out of the flat where he taunted me about sleeping with this girl, and the girl in question even started harassing me. He gave her my number, now blocked, and she would repeatedly call me and threaten me to keep her name out of my mouth or else, taunt me about being jealous of her, etc. It was just incredibly traumatic all around. I should also say my ex was abusive throughout most of the relationship. He would often threaten suicide on the multiple attempts I tried to leave, would threaten to tell all his friends and family that I abused him. I'm a quiet, tiny, assuming girl who wouldn't hurt a fly, almost to a fault. When I found out about the sexting, I tried to grab his phone and he choked me to the point I feared for my left, and grabbed my arm so forcefully he left bruises. He tried to get me fired by sending my boss an email talking about how I badmouthed said boss. Just a nightmare all around. I did love him though, I don't anymore, but I just found out on social media that he is now expecting a baby with a now 19-year-old girl. She's quite far along, so they must have gotten pregnant only months after I left. Is it weird that I feel mournful? We used to speak about having a family. Obviously, He would be a terrible person to start a family with, but I still feel a great shock at this news, and it hurts. Is this weird? TL, dear ex-boyfriend is expecting a baby with the girl he cheated on me with. He was a pos, so is it weird I'm really hurting at this news? I also just needed to vent. Here are some of the best comments from our community. They're going to be miserable. Ha! Try to be thankful it's not you stuck with either of these people. I pity the child. Holy shit, good luck to that poor girl's child having to be brought up in this shit show. She's young and stupid and he's an abusive bully. It won't end well. Have you gotten harassment charges filed against him? You should. Be glad you didn't have kids with him. He is not daddy material. He is an abusive monster. Just be glad you never have to interact with him again. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.